As a first-year law student, attending your university law fair offers you an invaluable opportunity to get ahead of the careers game before the intensity of your second year. You'll be able to speak with recruiters and trainees from law firms and chambers to find out more about the application process and what a career as a lawyer is really like. Here are my 5 top tips for how to approach the law fair as a first-year law student. First off, consider attending the law fair in your first year as a practice run. Law fairs can be extremely busy, often with over 40 exhibitors. It's noisy and hot and can be overwhelming. Take your time and don't feel that you need to speak to every exhibitor. As a first year, you probably have a lot of questions about a career in law, so think about the things that are most important to you. For example, you may not be yet sure if you'd like to train as a barrister or solicitor, or you may want to get a feel for the differences between city firms and regional firms, or you may already be interested in a particular practice area and want to find out more about the work within it. This leads me on to tip 2, preparation. First off, the essentials. Find out when and where your university law fair is taking place and if you have to register to attend. Next, find a list of the exhibitors who will be attending the fair. Thorough exhibitor research will be much more important in your second year, but it doesn't hurt to get into good habits. So find out a bit about the exhibitors that spark your interest, such as where they are based, how many trainees or pupils they take on each year, and what their key practice areas are. All of this information is available on LawCareersNet and on firm and chambers websites. As a first year, you may want to target firms that offer first year specific open days or vacation schemes. You can find a table of these firms in the First Year Hub on LawCareersNet. I recommend putting together a list of 5 or so law firms or chambers that you would like to interact with and have some questions prepared for them. Now on to tip 3, engage. The key to making the most of the law fair is really to engage. So think of it as good networking practice, a key skill that all lawyers need. So put any nervousness or shyness to one side and speak to recruiters, trainees, and other representatives. Remember that the exhibitors want you to speak to them. Be sure to introduce yourself as they will want to remember good candidates and mention that you are a first year. And as a first year, you're not expected to know everything. So this is a great opportunity to ask questions about your future career and really get a feel for the different types of firms and chambers. Try to have 3 or 4 questions prepared. These should be open-ended questions that will start a conversation, such as, what are the firm's key practice areas? What clients does the firm work with? What pro bono work does the firm support? And what does the training programme consist of? You can ask trainees specific questions about what seats they have undertaken and what deals they might have been involved with. You can also ask them about the culture of the firm. Does it have sports teams? Does it offer pro bono opportunities? And what diversity initiatives are in place? Make sure to note down the names of the people that you speak to. If you decide to apply to the firm or chambers, you may want to mention your interaction with them on your application form. For my 4th tip, I'm going to list a few warning don'ts as you want to ensure that you make the right first impression. Don't grab all of the freebies. Have a conversation with the representatives at the stand and ask politely for one of the giveaways. Don't attend the fair wearing your sweaty sports kit. You would be surprised at how many times I've seen this. You do not need to wear a suit, and your everyday clothes are fine. Just remember that you are presenting yourself to professionals. Don't be rude to the firm or chambers representatives. They are giving up their time to attend the fair to meet you and tell you more about their firm. So be respectful. And there are some questions that are best avoided. Don't ask, why should I apply to this firm or chambers? Don't ask, what's the money like? Don't ask, will I have to work long hours? And definitely don't ask, what's the worst thing about working at this firm or chambers? My final tip is to visit the LawCareersNet stand. We will be attending 30 university law fairs this autumn. Stop by our stand to pick up the latest editions of the Beginner's Guide to a Career in Law, which provides a checklist of actions for your first year, and the LawCareersNet Handbook, which lists over 800 firms offering training contracts and 180 chambers offering pupillage. And while you're there, make sure to sign up to LawCareersNet if you haven't already done so. A bonus tip for you, keep an open mind. You're in your first year, so gather as much information about a career in law as you can. I hope that these tips help you to make the most of your university law fair. Good luck.